Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Just let me sort this out a bit. Yep. 11:15 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, New South Wales, Australia. And look what I've got for you. Oh, gosh, they won't leave them alone. Skyline shocker. No sign can replace Watchtower because it was illegal all along. It was illegal all along. You know what's going to happen to the Jehovah Witnesses? There's going to be a lot of things that come out of the Jehovah Witnesses that were lies all along. The skyline sign's been evil. It's been illegal all along, officials claim. The Watchtower sign, it was illegal all along. Now who's going to stand up and what are they going to do about this? They got $350 or $40 million for the building. That sign, right, like they may as well say 1914, Jesus came back. It's all lies and illegal and oh my gosh. Really? Come on. Let's see what these people have to say. The new owners of the former Jehovah's Witness headquarters in Brooklyn Heights cannot hang another sign atop the building where the iconic Watchtower letters once floated, and must remove the flashing time and temperature display that still remains, because the signage was never legal for the decades it hovered above the borough, according to the city officials. Oh, isn't this typical of Watchtower? Oh, what happened to their morality here? Honestly, what happened? They punish people for not being moral and they shun them and they, oh my gosh, their sign was illegal all along. What's this? Over here, look, just a dream. Renderings for the Panorama complex in the works at Jehovah's Witness former headquarters show a sign spelling that name atop the building, but its owners cannot install such a moniker because signage atop the building was never permitted by the city according to... Oh, this story's all over the papers. What are the governing body going to say about this? It's a humiliation. Look. Watchtower sign illegal for decades. And they would have known. I'm in the building game. I know what it's like. They would have known. Department of Building bigwigs deny developer conglomerate Columbia Heights Associates application to erect a new sign on the still standing framework on top of the 30 Columbia Heights complex which the builders bought in 2016 because they claimed honchos at ER Squibb and Sons, the original occupant, failed to obtain the proper permits for the Squibb sign they hung there in 1961. And that the witnesses followed suit. Now there it is. The witnesses followed suit, illegally installing their Watchtower characters in 1970. Well, there it is. It's there in black and white. Now, you can close your ears, you can shut your eyes, you can... What else can you do? You can bury your head in the sand, but there it is. Look, the witnesses followed suit, illegally installing their Watchtower characters in 1970. They're going to, I tell you, they're going to make this clear to the world because the Watchtower makes out it's so moral and right. Their doctrines are wrong, their teachings are, oh, it's a circus. When the sign was erected in 1961, Squibb, the owner of the property at the time, did not obtain the necessary permits, so the signs have never been legal, said an agency spokesman. And even if the signs of the past were permitted, changes to the area's zoning regulations made the same year Squibb Brass erected their moniker now forbids such structures from crowning buildings in the neighbourhood, the spokesman said. Workers tore the witnesses, and I bet they tore it down. I bet you they ripped it down. I bet you they hammered it down. 50-foot neon red letters from the framework last December, months after Columbia Heights Associates, now a two-firm partnership between builders, Live Work and CIM Group, after President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner and his family of Kushner Companies divested their stakes in June, filed an application in March 2007 to replace the Watchtower sign with its own 30CH moniker. The building department rejected the application because it was incomplete, according to a spokeswoman, but the developer conglomerate earlier this year suggested it hadn't given up its desire to make a mark on the neighbourhood skyline when it debuted a website for the swanky office and retail complex it is constructing inside the religious group's former headquarters, which is rechristened as Panorama, featuring a rendering depicting non-neon letters spelling the name atop of the structure. Well, they're not going to have that liberty at this stage. Columbia Heights Associates leaders are fighting the agency ruling with the City Board of Standards and Appeals, before which their attorney argued that it's plausible an original occupant acquired a permit for the first squib sign that the department may have lost because its records were not kept as meticulously then as they are now, especially since some documents suggest that earlier owners asked for permission to put up the signage. Now, asking for it and getting it are two different things. 56 years after its installation, the Department of Building has made the extraordinary determination that the sign has been illegal for the entire period. Oh, look, there it is in black and white. Come on. Come on. It's there in black and white. The Department of... Do you want to... Look, go to the Department of Building and argue the toss with them. The thing was illegal for 56 years. Lawyer David why do I get these hard names? David Kay said during the August 7th hearing, a reasonable logical... Oh no, get off. Reasonable and logical inference can be drawn that a permit was issued at that time, especially dating back to 1961, for which there are unlikely to be complete records. So they're playing on the fact that the records have been lost, but that's just hearsay. Where are the Jehovah Witnesses records? Where are their records? They come in after Squib. Where's their application to put in the sign? There's no records of that because they never put one in. They just took it upon themselves to put the sign up. No record at all of any application for them. Plus, zoning laws aside, the fact that the Watchtower sign and its predecessor stood for so long that they became synonymous with the Brooklyn Heights skyline should be reason enough to allow a third to take their place, Karnofsky told the board. For decades, this sign, in a highly visible location adjacent to the Brooklyn Bridge, was an iconic presence in the skyline, he said. It was one of the most prominent and recognisable displays in the city, and it was illegal. The board is reviewing the appeal and reconvene to continue the hearing on October 23rd, according to a spokesman. Now, if you've got issues, ring these people up, email her. The story's legit. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, New South Wales, Australia, 11:22 a.m. Bye for now. Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.